we got Matt coming up. All I got was a message that Matt's coming up, and so Matt, where are you, Matt? I'm looking for Matt. Is Matt around here?
Matt's in
There he
San
is.
Antonio, the home of the world's best breakfast taco. So there's a dispute between us and the folks in Austin who has the better breakfast taco, but we're the home of the greatest breakfast tacos in the world.
Well, I'm going to tell you this. Being as how Austin isn't here to represent itself, automatically
Yeah.
disqualified. I'm going with San Antonio.
I hope the next time you're in San Antonio that we can hook up for breakfast, okay? That would be
I
fun.
that sounds like a plan to me. And also, I'm hoping that you're going to be part of Baldathon.
Part of what?
Baldathon.
Oh,
Bald leaders.
Baldathon. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Good. Good. So tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about yourself. What's going on? Give us a little background.
So my name's Matt Scherer. I'm the CEO of the Military Transition Roundtable. I'm also the publisher of a website called Military Transition Resources and Calendar, aka miltrac.org. We've been publishing comments and articles by people that are I perceive to be really experts in the world of transition and things to help people like how to find a job, how to stay on the job, how to do things that you need to do. And at the same time, we're also publishing things for veterans so that veterans know what to do when they get discharged. So for example, a friend and I, every 2 weeks, we work with young soldiers at Fort Sam Houston, and we help them understand what it means to be a veteran. And these guys are being discharged for an assortment of reasons. And one of the things that we teach them is something we learned from another veteran in this transition community, Jason David, and that's UCX. So we show them how to apply for their UCX when they get discharged from the military. So yesterday, I was helping a young soldier get information about how you can get his UCX in North Carolina. And so sometimes they get stuck. Yes, sir.
I was to say, this UCX, some people might not know what that is. What is it, and
Basically,
why do they need it?
it's a you pay FICA, right? And when you get discharged from the military and you don't have a job waiting for you, then when your leave runs out, then you need to go to your local employment board and say, hey, I'm a veteran. Here's my DD Form 214. I'm looking for a job. Meantime, can you give me unemployment benefits to keep my head above water? At the same time, a lot of these young soldiers are getting a disability um, package, but how do I say it nicely? I'll just say it Christian-like, okay? The transition program for these guys is very antiquated, and the people that are in the job, they really don't care, right? And I sometimes I think that these guys miss a lot of key information, and so what my colleague and I, Mike McKell, do when we're in a room of 10 to 15 people in one format, we're helping soldiers get the information. And now we're in discussion with some other organizations that do what I call a virtual mastermind kind of approach,
All
where,
right.
I can say the sky is blue, but it's not going to be as valid if somebody else that's in the program knows what is going on or what's happened to them and say, here's what you got to do to tackle this problem. So that's one part of what we do. The other part of what we do is with the virtual Zoom groups. So we have virtual Zoom groups. Right now we have one that meets on Thursday nights. Be this Thursday. If people would like to join, that'd be a great thing. But what we talk about is issues facing people, and it can be a variety of things. We let them kind of drive it. We always have a lesson plan in there, but we really do a couple things. One, we have them talk about their wins and challenges. Then we do the lesson thing, and then we say, okay, we're going to hold you accountable in the next 2 weeks when we meet again. What can we hold you accountable for? What can the group hold you accountable for? So that's something that we're doing, which is kind of unique.
Can I tell you what I like about that? I personally am a mental health advocate,
Right.
and I talk among other things, but one of the things that I speak about is normalizing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whether I was homeless, I was suicidal, I was molested as a child. I talk about everything And it's not oversharing, it's normalizing. And for the people who out there listening, make it a point to go to Matt's group, because if these kinds of conversations are happening in this group, and I'm sure they are because it's just part of telling a story, then what you're going to realize is that you're not alone. And that is the most important thing for you to start living a normal life after you get out, whether it's from PTSD, from TBI, whether it's from military sexual trauma, whatever it is, you have to realize you're not alone. And just listening to what your group, the little bit that you said about your group, it sounds to me like that's a perfect place to go to start to realize that.
Thank you for saying that. And I think the thing of it is that we've had some really interesting cases. If I could just give a real quick 30-second synopsis. We have a young man named Nathan Lahr. He was discharged from the Navy because he had mental health issues and he was working close to nuclear equipment. And so the Navy decided to put him on an administrative discharge. And in 10 days, here's your ticket home. Good luck. They left him without a D Form 214. They left him without a plan. So he joined our group. The people in the group helped him get a plan. But the thing was, he listened to what people offered and he helped him chase those benefits. So today he's got his DD Form 214, which doesn't sound that weird, but it really does happen. And he also has a 50% disability, and from time to time, he's been getting help from mental health professionals. And we remind him that mental health is an ongoing struggle, and you got to stay on top of it. And I think, Alfredo, that it's important for veterans to help other veterans say it's okay. You know, in the military, if you went to mental health and you worked around ICBMs or nuclear reactors, that would be grounds for them to discharge you or find another job for you. And that's never a good thing. And people are scared to tell people what they really think.
Yeah, and you know, again, we still have the stigma about mental health that's out there. It's gotten a lot better in society, but the stigma still exists. We still have and a lot of people worried about losing clearances and losing their right, you know, losing their guns, and so they don't want to talk about these things. They're scared about being judged. And again, the way we get rid of that is by normalizing it. And groups like that, where people can, like yours, where people can come and talk and just be and realize I'm not alone. And when you realize that you're not alone, oh, it just your world opens up. It really does.
I think what I love about what you said, Alfredo, is the word normalizing. Okay. And it's been a struggle to help people that are not in these groups to understand the value of normalizing, because a lot of people like what I call these tent kind of meetings where you get and these people do inspirational talks and they never see those people again. There's no follow-up. There's no, hey, it's okay. You've got people that care about you and you can reach out to people that care about you. And you have the ability to be part of a group that really where you can understand that what you say matters to the others in the group.
All right. So we're getting ready to wrap it up. Tell how can we get in contact with you, and how can we hook up for this group on this Thursday?
Well, I could send you the invite. I don't know how to do that, but I'm sure the producers in the back will tell me how to do that, and I'll put that in there. And I would also like to promote the website, www.miltrac.org, because it has a lot of really good information on transition, on education, on families, and we're always looking for good content to add to our ongoing effort to let people know that there are other things outside of the DoD that can help you with your transition.
That's so awesome. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate what you do. Um, God knows a group like this I wish it existed in 2005 when I got out. It would have made my whole life so much easier.
So, am I to understand you have a little bit of New England, and is that New England or New York?
That's New York, New York. I'm from the Bronx.
Okay. From the Bronx. Okay. Well, so good to meet you, and I
It,
look forward to talking to you
yeah,
again.
yeah, I look forward to it also. I don't know who we have on deck. Hold on one second. I got this glass of water on deck. Thank you, honey. I don't know who. I think it's Karen. Are they getting ready to bring her in? Is that right? They sent me this message saying, "Wrap it up. We got somebody else coming up here," and so it's like, okay, and they're not here. I'm wondering if they have trouble. Matt, give us that website one more time. But we're waiting on Karen to come in.
www.miltrac.org, or you can look up the website for the nonprofit, the Military Transition Roundtable, militarytransitionroundtable.com.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Karen. Is that yes? Okay, she's here. Matt, thank you very much again. I appreciate everything that you're doing.